Welcome back to besttradingsignals.net, our options trading signal services overview part 3. Now, I started going on about the different signal services and the differentiation between them. I talked about how option signal services here are technically stock signal services because we are trading we're trading the stock, but we're using options on top of the stock. Okay, so but then I can say option signals, and then you could say, well, what about Nadex? Aren't they options? Well, kind of. You can have Nadex binary options, and but Nadex calls their spreads, which are based off of option spreads, sort of. Okay, their binary options actually are a hybrid between binary options and vanilla options. So you can argue those things too. So we do have Nadex signals. Now, why do we have Nadex signals? Because Nadex has certain, what do I say? Certain advantages. They have certain properties. They have unique instruments, contracts that we can trade for their advantage. Right. So Nadex is it's extremely creative. Okay, they came out a while back. And arguably, they came to being because of, guess what? Our systems development in binary options back in 2009 and 2010, where we pulled the entire industry and started lecturing all these different brokers to go away from the goofy gaming side of things towards more professional trading, and then things started to change that way, and then things started to progress. We came out with the first binary option systems, and they were really good. Okay, they were solid, they're professional, and all of a sudden, traders started doing really well, and came out with a bunch of other binary option systems since then. Okay, and this moved the industry towards more professional trading. Then Nadex came out of that movement, I would say, okay, in my opinion. And so Nadex has certain opportunities that are very unique, and I've known them for a while. Okay, and so they have these daily spreads. They have certain properties. They have the knockouts. They have certain properties. They have the daily binary option, the weekly binary option. Then you can break down into the shorter term binaries, such as the 2 hour with the 1 hour overlap, the 20s and the 5 minute expirations. But that goes into the day trading realm. And as of this point in time, we have not, we're trying to make less work for people versus more, but we'll see about that because we have some really powerful concepts, methods, systems that could do very well with trading signals on the micro swing level. That's trading, 1 to 2 hour bars, could be 30-minute bars, and that could be really powerful. Okay, particularly with Forex and E-minis and E-mini futures, but also with the Nadex knockouts. It's just really easy to enter with Nadex. You can quick fund your trading account with your bank card. All right, you don't have to go through all these complicated processes and wait a week for your account to get funded, or run down to the bank to do a bank wire like you have with the E-mini brokers. Okay, what a pain, right? And so you have this ease of funding option with Nadex, and that's very appealing to a lot of people as they're starting out in particular. So we have these Nadex signals, all right, and right now we've launched the perpetual pops, okay, 2 of them on the day spreads, and we have this now, which we haven't formally put out as of this video, but we're about to finish up the page and put that out there. And this is going to be based on a weekly spread in Forex. They have the weekly spreads in Forex. They're very nice, very good deltas, and you can trade these instead of trading Forex. And all right, so and you have your risk cap. That's the nice thing about these spreads. with Forex, if you blow your stop loss, what happens? Big trouble, right? Big trouble. You go in the negative even if your broker doesn't pull you out. So with spreads, it's all capped. And so you can have certain ways of trading to take advantage of these spreads, and it just ends by the end of the week. So you're forced into looking at types of price action moves that will mature before the 5-day cycle. But it's not just 5 days. You could enter with 4 days left, or 3 days left, or 2 days left, or even 1 day left, and you need a method that can be able to produce something on average, even with 1 day left, but with the full robust maturity over 5 days. You need these types of methods that can handle it. So we have a 5-day type of system here that fits perfectly in with this Nadex weekly cycle. Okay, it's not 1 week from your entry; it's a 1 week cycle. So you can trade these Nadex weekly spreads here, which are basically like options with near 100% deltas. Okay, which is sweet. Okay, all right. So additionally, by trading Nadex with the spreads, they lend a different mentality. They put out a different mental, emotional approach, which is, I would say, it can be more comfortable and encouraging to a lot of people versus Forex, which they may have a lot of associations built up over time because there's so much different information put out in Forex over time. A lot of good stuff, but a lot of nonsense as well. So, a lot of sales letters, which are just crazy back in the day. They're just saying whatever. And so you got a lot of mumbo jumbo running around in people's heads, and that may cause confusion when they're actually confusion, apprehension, hesitation, and a lot of extra emotional thinking when they're trading the actual Forex contract. But you're trading the Nadex binary, well, it's a little different. It's a different feel. It could be helpful. I said the binary. I meant the spread. But we can also trade the Nadex weekly binary. We're just focused on the spread over here. We haven't gone into binaries yet on this site, and mostly because we've already run into trouble with some of these marketing the big fat marketing platforms not liking the term binary options because I guess I thought they got over that, but I guess there's some more hokey stuff out there, maybe in other countries, about binary options. I'm surprised they're knocking Nadex since it's an official USA exchange. They're putting Nadex in a bad place. By not allowing people to advertise binary options. Binary options are a legitimate concept. Just because some wackadoodle maniacs went and turned it into some goofy thing. You have a binary option contract created by the Chicago Board Options Exchange in the 1970s. So it's a very solid thing. Anyways, I'll get off that tangent. So back to the option signals. We have Stinger. Okay, it's a particular price action approach, very valuable. We've optimized the Stinger method to incorporate more, and we're going to be expounding upon that. That's actually currently in the works, updating this service. So Stinger is a type of swing trading service, and I'll let you go over there. By the time you see this video, the page should be updated for its approach. Okay, it has its unique opportunities. There's just like gold nuggets just sitting, gold rocks sitting in the field as you're walking by. So you might as well, try to pick it up and, carry it along. So I mentioned here CFE2 2-day pops. All right, so here's the CFE2 page. I don't know, may need to do a little redesign. It's looking kind of ugly, but anyways, we have a picture of this 2-day pop concept. What's a pop? It means we're getting in, and we're getting in on 1 day, then 2 days later wear out by close. All right, and it has the target of the meat of a swing. Okay, so here the unique thing about this is that we wanted to find a way of taking out the bulk momentum of a swing trade, because a swing trade usually starts off slow, speeds up, okay, then slows down at the end. Well, why not just take the meat out of the middle? So this is a particular approach for aiming, for targeting, taking the meat out of the middle of a swing, right? So, obviously Fibonacci, 2 is a Fibonacci number. It's part of the series sequence. So that's another factor to think about, which is important. So we have some examples here, and I'm not sure if this is the best way to display the performance. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of crazy wiggly things here. So, but I think we're working on putting it into spreadsheets and things like that. But anyways, you can get the picture. You can look at the trades. Let's look at the pluses versus the minus signs in a row, okay? We just keep on doing the trades. We don't think much, all right? We just put them on. It's not that frequent, but there's a good deal of frequency for those of you who like some decent action and want to see things happening and things rolling and things growing at a steady rate. And so this starts in October 2021 to May 1st, right? Okay. So Netflix added up to 315 points, and that was for 4 months. Okay, and we have here Caterpillar, right? Example, and you can see 2021, 192 points on Caterpillar. I mean, that's crazy good, right? And so we just keep adding them up and putting on these deals. Super easy to trade, and that's another thing. Also, with 2-day pop, we look to mitigate premium decay. You can go out further in time. You're going to get less deltas, but you're going to, save a lot on, premium decay. You can go further in the money. And then all of a sudden, not only are you saving on premium decay, further in the money, short-term options like 1 to 2 weeks, because you only have 2 days left, right? So you go in there and you immediately get paid when you get the price advancement. You get paid with the higher deltas. So that is another profit-enhancing concept with options. Of course, you can just trade the stock and not worry about the premium issues or choosing which strike. We can put out strikes, but ultimately you're going to want to choose what you want, okay? Or you can just go with what we have for the options strike and expiration. Here's Stinger. I'll give you a quick picture. This is the version 1 Stinger. We're going to have version 2 come out here, which is more profitable. Okay, and so we have some examples here, and you can see we use a lot of the same stocks to compare between the signal services in order to give a picture of how they're different. Okay, and you can look at the series of trades to see how they're different. All right, so you can see Netflix, Etsy. You can see Caterpillar comparison. We just looked at Caterpillar. All right. Okay, so ultimately, you're going to have to go to each individual, go to the menu here to see the individual signal service to find out more information on each. We're also looking to add a series of follow-up emails that explains in better detail. Because look, if these things are able to put out results like this, you think about it. If I can't promise you future returns, from all the disclaimers, stuff we have to talk about, but what if these types of returns what if they are able to be produced into the future? That's extremely valuable, right? All right, so that's about it with this Part 3 overview. I got to wrap this video up. Check out more information below. Thank you.